Hello everyone. So this week for Celeste, we're going to be continuing on the story of Madeline and going on to this area for the little tram system. Uh, One thing that accidentally happened is I went ahead a little bit, got a little bit overzealous, and started this chapter already. So sorry about that, but I will be going through and getting the strawberries that I have already gotten. Just due to the fact that they're not too far out of the way. So let's go ahead and start on this level. Climbing tip. Low on energy in a pinch, jumping away from walls does not consume stamina. That is a very good tip, especially for this area, because, well, you'll figure it out as we go along here. These clouds are helpful in some aspects. If you can get the timing right, they help you with your jump. But otherwise, like this, if it doesn't really help too much. But they can help quite a bit and help you jump a lot higher than you usually would. These are little bubbles that will go the direction that you choose shortly after you enter them. So it's very key that right before you get in them, you are pressing the way you want to go. Otherwise, you may end up a place you don't want to be. Over here is a little strawberry that I've already gotten before, but grab it again. And over here looks like a familiar character. Oh great, you again. Well, I didn't expect to see you up here. I'm glad you're still in one piece. I see you made it through the hotel. Did you meet Mr. Oshiro? Oh, I met him alright. He chased me out of there after I cleaned up a bunch of junk for him. Yeah, that wasn't too fun. Oh ho ho, that sounds like a fun morning. Oshiro is a lost soul, dear. That place is much more than just a hotel to him. Don't make him your project. You know what I think? I think his mountain drove both of you crazy. You know, you're not the first person to say that. Maybe you're right. How would I know if I were crazy? The way I see it, the mountain can't bring out anything that isn't already in you. But you gotta be a few crows short of a murderer to live up here in the first place, right? What are you even talking about? Oh, I'm just rambling like the old bat I am. Are you ready to give up? I know a shortcut back to your car. Back off, lady. I'm heading for the summit. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between stubbornness and determination, isn't it? You remind me of myself when I was young. Good luck and mind the wind. Keep that in mind. Let's talk to her a little bit more. You don't get many visitors up here, do you? No, I can't say I do. I don't mind the solitude, though. Sometimes I think I should live in solitude, too. I really tried to get through to Mr. Oshiro. I wanted to help him. Oshiro needs to move on from that hotel. That is not going to happen on your schedule. And it doesn't help that you've got something to prove. Don't you get lonely in that little cabin? I have friends, dear. I may be crazy, but I'm not a hermit. Sorry. I didn't mean to assume. When I was younger, I couldn't imagine staying in one place for this long. But then I found this mountain. I knew right away that it would be my home. What's so special about it? The mountain shows you who you really are, whether you're ready for it or not. It keeps me honest. So, who really are we, huh? I guess we'll find that out. Also, remember what she said about the wind? Well, here it is. As you can see, it's definitely pushing us, and not really the easiest to fight against, but you can fight against it if you hide behind these little rock ledges. They'll help out, but you just kinda gotta be careful not to land on the icicles. And once again, there's these. There we go. And if you see that purple cloud over there, see if we can't get over to it. They disappear, which isn't very helpful at times when you need them the most. And believe me, it's been the downfall of my climbing abilities in this game. But you can use them to your advantage at times too, so if you there we go. If you notice, the wind is blowing the other way, so it can both be a hindrance and a help when you're jumping. Well, and if you don't select a destination, it'll go right automatically for the bubbles. So you gotta be either selecting a place that you want to go real quickly, or just go a non-dangerous direction, usually up. Or down, because otherwise it may not fare too well for you. There's another strawberry. Alright. And these, like the springboards, also replace your stamina, so... Oh no! So that way you can dash again. But like I said, if you don't time the jump just right, it really doesn't help you much. That's why you gotta be extra careful with it. There we go. Alright, some of the strawberries that I got were over here, so let's go ahead and get these. If I'm not So the way that these platforms work is if you can ride them and move them around if you're on top of them. But if they run into a solid object, they will break apart. So you gotta be kind of conscientious about that. And they don't care what is riding them. So... And that place sealed off because we got everything out of there now, so... Let's go this way. Yeah, so they break apart once there is nowhere for them to move, so... You gotta be careful and kind of aware of where you are going. Alright. Let's try that one again, eh? Whoops. You can still move right or left, so you gotta be careful of that. But alright. Alrighty, here. And this should be, oops. Alright. And I didn't even get this one yet, so I'm gonna leave that one for later. But let's go ahead and go up here. I believe it was up there next that I'm going to be going. Alright. Yep. So let's look through here. As you see, there's a strawberry I've already gotten over there, so let's go ahead and grab that one. Alright. Whoops! Well, that was not so great for me. Some of them don't move and are just stationary, but they these ones with the side walls that glow green, those move when you need them to. Sometimes when you don't need them to, they will move anyway. So let's go over here, grab that strawberry, and here is another hidden area. This will come to later. As you can see, there's another crystal heart up there, so we'll get back to that. And for now, we'll just go over here, and as you can see, there's another strawberry there. I'm gonna try and get this one real quick here. Well, that didn't work. We need this first platform before we can continue on. There we go. Alright, so there's one that I hadn't gotten before for you guys. So we'll come back to that crystal heart later. But for now, let's just continue on here. As you can see, I can't really go up the walls here, so we need this platform in order to continue on. Alright. Let's go up a little bit further. Huh. Thought something might have been there. Alright. You can only, if you're on the certain edges that are glowing, then you can move the different platforms. Otherwise, they just kind of stay stationary. And they don't really halt for anybody, so let's try that again. Oh no! Ran out of stamina. That's not too good. Alright. Alright. Well, let's just try this without it, huh? Well, that didn't work. Man, I'm just too good at the jumps right now, I guess. Maybe not good enough, huh? Alright. Finally got back on it. Oh, the wall is cutting my head off. Alright. Barely made it. So, I believe this is where I got to on my first playthrough of it, so let's go ahead and fight against this wind. Alright. Oof, barely. As you can see, they don't really push you off screen, but they do make it harder for anything to work. Alright, now it's pushing the other way, so let's see if we can't use that to our benefit. Man, if I could time these jumps right, that would be perfect. I guess we'll see if I can or not. There we go. Alright. Well, doesn't help if I don't have the right direction now, huh? These pink clouds don't really come back the fastest, so alright. There we go. Well, maybe not. Alrighty here. The wind is definitely, it almost feels like it gets harder as you go along. But some of these ground parts don't they're the best. Alright. Now I got through that. As you can see, the wind is a little bit stronger here, which allows us to jump all the way across. Oh man. And we can't fight it. Unless we are dashing. Because otherwise we just stay stationary, so we'll get that strawberry at a different time. Let's go over here. Well, that didn't work. This is still a bit of a puzzle game, so that didn't work either. I believe that's part of the key, though. Maybe I'll just have to ride that one for a bit. All right. Well, now that is tricky. Let's see what we can do about that. There we go. Well, now, that really is not too fun. And that moves quickly, but not quickly enough, it seems. Alright. Alright. I think this is the one. I think I have a plan for it. So, I'll run ahead. There we go. Perfect. Oh, now wind is really blowing, but when we don't want it to the most. Alright. Oh, well. That was very inconvenient. Oh no. It's hard because sometimes it's just very unpredictable about how it will go. So, well, oh boy. Man. Let's try and hold our own for here now. Well, that didn't work either. Whew, that was close. I think I just have to go up to the right there, so let's try that. Oh, well, that's not gonna work either. Oh, man. This wind is the worst to deal with sometimes. Alright, stay against the wall here. Now go, okay. Alright. And it looks like we've reached the third area. Hey, there's a secret area. Let's see what that has in store for us. Oh, looks like a strawberry. Let's see. Oof, that does not look the friendliest. Man, that's a long way to go. Alright. Well, we'll give her a try. That lasted a long time. Let's give it a different try now. I'm not too sure on this yet, so I'll come back to that later. As we're fighting against the wind. Alright. Oof. Whoops. Yeah, these puzzles are not something that are easy to overcome. Especially when you get blown off of every different platform you come across. So, let's see. See if we can't try and figure out the way to get around this. Man, those paint clouds are probably right on par with those ghosts from the hotel. They are just not fun to deal with because you gotta time them just perfectly. It's not right as soon as you land on them. It's probably about half a millisecond afterwards. So otherwise you just kind of fall to your death because they disappear right when you need them. There's nothing to grip onto around that area, so alright, let's see what we can do about this. I may end up just skipping this once I finally get past this part. Alright. The wind and everything just kind of make it tricky. And if you're not fighting to the right, well, I grabbed onto the wrong thing there, so maybe we can get that to work for us. Man, I cannot get these jumps down to save my life. Whew, it's literally to save my life, so. If I could, then it would be much easier. But it's a doorbell ring. Well, there we go. Got it there. And there we go. Finally got all the way through. Jeez Louise. Right as soon as I said doorbell. Oh, I gotta watch out for these because they will kill you on the spot. And they are relentlessly coming towards you, so you can hop on them like that Mr. Oshiro's head. But it's also dangerous because if you jump on them in the wrong spot, it will kill you still, so. Just like that. So let's try that some more. Oh man. Ah man, I did not get far enough over, I guess. Alright, there we go. This definitely is a proving ground, as it's like hard to stay in one place because these are always coming after you. But, oh, yeah, see, there you go. Oh, you can get it just right to hop on them. But if you do it wrong, you just end up going right into them, so. I may have to just try an up angle on each of them. Now I went too far. Alright. Let's see if we can't get this a little bit easier. And I almost kind of relate this game to struggles through life. And honestly, it's kind of related to Madeline and her struggles. And as you know, like with that call with her mom in the dream, she's talking about, you know, having some hard times with her mom, but in reality, there actually is no hard times to be had, at least in her mother's view, only due to the fact that her mother is very, very sweet to her, but sometimes it's just hard as a person to know who's really there to help you and who's only there for their benefit. So, but I mean, in that case, in reality, her mother was happy to talk to her no matter what and always willing to help her. It was just hard for her to see that, just because. Oh man, this is tough. It's hard for her to see that, just because it's well, it's sometimes hard to see, especially when your dreams. It's more of just a representation of what you're worried about. So, and this is just kind of a struggle with how you feel like you're always kind of going into the air and you're fighting against the strong winds all the time. And sometimes even if they try to help you, it's kind of a hindrance more than anything. But if people ask to help you, like, let them help you in any way that they can, just because, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but it's helpful to be helpful, I guess. Alright, we finally reached the tramway. Madeline, wait up! Uh-oh. Poor Theo. Nailed it. Theo, are you alright? Oof, yeah. Just give me a sec. A gondola. I've always wanted to ride one of these. Looks pretty old, but maybe it still works. I don't see any other way across this chasm. Let's do it! This lever looks important. Easy every time. I was probably a gondola operator in a past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. Guess we'll see. How'd it shake out with Oshiro? You were right. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. Should have listened to you. You didn't get hurt, that's what matters. The air is so thin up here. I can barely breathe. Okay, if we don't get a selfie on this thing, we're going to regret it. I can't even see the ground through the mist. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. Oh, there's our friend. What was that? Huh, looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Huh, well... Well, that's not good. No, this really isn't good. Madeline, you cool? Yeah, No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. You're having a panic attack. Why would you think it's a good idea to ride this stupid thing? Come on, don't take us out on me. Stay with me here. My grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. Picture a feather floating in front of you. See it? Okay. Your breathing keeps that feather floating. Just breathe slow and steady, in and out. Just up and down. Now I'm actually controlling the wind with my controller. And it's actually helping calm everything, so that's a pretty cool aspect to this game, just kind of teaching you to just calm down. Just focus on the feather and it's okay. It's gonna be okay. The feathers come into play a little bit later. See? Easy every time. Man, what a nice guy that Theo. Yeah. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for helping me calm down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my god. Look at this selfie though. Ain't that perfect? Hey, at least I can laugh about it later. You know, and Theo is really kind of like the person she needs throughout this entire endeavor, you know, helping her get through her struggles in this. But yeah, I am going to leave it there for now. Once again, let me know what you want me to play. Leave a comment down below. Yeah. As for Madeline and her tale, we will pick it up next time. See you then.